Oh, jam! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mana Pool. This is episode 533 of the Mana Pool, and I am Chewy. Yay!
Huzzah!
So don't forget, on Saturday... this episode isn't going out early. So don't forget, on Saturday, 3 days ago, I did the charity live stream.
Well, there's probably a video of it by now, right? So
I mean, I'm sure the VOD is up on Steam, but I'm not Steam on Twitch. I looked over and saw it Steam. But yeah, I hope you guys came out and gave to the good cause, and hopefully we hit our record and more, or hit our goal and more. Hopefully. But I don't know, because we're recording this on Thursday as usual, but we can't release it until Monday because it's preview season! But anyway, I'm Chewy. Hey, dorks. What?
Hey. I'm Brian. I'm the lead rambler. I'm the tangent master of the group. And I have never been so sad to say Excelsior.
No. Too soon.
What? No.
I haven't recovered from that, so.
Well, no. We're here to talk. We're here to grieve together. So.
I'm Mike. I'm the rules guy and the game lore guy, and I'm sad too. Oh.
And I'm Dirk, the self-proclaimed greatest man alive, and more comes to the group, and I'm also sad.
Well, I am not sad.
Yeah, that's what I get for bringing down the group.
Yeah.
So, sorry about that.
You have to bring us back up.
Right?
Okay.
Pick us up by our pants and say, here, go get them, boys.
All right, Dirk, give me your pants.
Hold on 1 second. Zip.
And just like that, we're all feeling better.
That's... I don't know about better. I feel dirty.
Different. We all feel different.
So, the reason we can't release this episode on our usual Sunday is because we have an Ultimate Masters preview card. Yay!
Yes.
But Ultimate Masters is weird in so many ways, including its preview season, which is 2 days, Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah. And at the time that we're recording this, we do have a decent number of cards to talk about, thanks to what we already know, especially from the original announcement article. But we don't have like the card image gallery or anything like that. So if you're hearing this on Monday and you're like, "But what about blah 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 that was just previewed?" Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we don't know though.
We don't know though. So, yeah.
It's Thursday, so we got nothing.
Except a preview card.
Except a
and
preview
that's
card.
awesome.
Wow. So as always, we have to point out that I can't find the show desktop button. Hang on. As always, we have to disclose that this is a free preview that we didn't get anything for. They're just like, hey, show this for us. And we were like, word. Okay? Okay.
Yep. No monetary blah 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 blah.
So, yeah. Thanks, Wizards. But now on to the fun part. Our preview card. Hashtag exclusive preview. Hashtag free preview. Hashtag not an ad? I don't think that works. Is Visions of Beyond. Whoa.
Yeah.
So this is originally from, what did we just say? M12.
M12.
Yeah, M12.
Yeah, and M12 had a... Was it M12 that had like the milling sub-theme going?
Wasn't that the set that had Jace's Phantasm? I feel like it did. I should have done research before the show.
Yeah, there have been a couple of core sets where Blue had a small or medium milling sub theme, but yeah, M12 was one of them.
All right, well, hey, somebody tell us what Visions of Beyond does for those that are not remembering and not watching a video version.
Sure. So, Visions of Beyond costs a single blue mana. It's an instant. It is a rare in Ultimate Masters. Draw a card.
Woohoo!
If a
The magic
grave
words.
if a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, draw 3 cards instead. So, if you're just playing this early in the game, or if you don't have a dedicated theme to get cards in the graveyard, you're just going to cycle this basically for a blue mana, which is not ideal, but it's not terrible either. And in a world with Izzet, and you're talking about spells like the Drake, and then the other Drake that care about instants and sorceries in your graveyard. When you have spells when you have things like the Izzet, the guild mage now that can copy a spell you control, it's not terrible for a single blue. It's pretty good. And then if a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, this for a single blue mana at instant speed to draw 3 cards. I feel like they've done this effect before.
It's been a while.
There's no way. That's way too broken. They would never do that.
Yeah. Okay. I must be thinking of the wrong thing then. So, oh wait, Ancestral Recall, which I hear is a pretty good card. So now I remember when we were talking about this card in terms of M12, everybody said, "Ooh, that's neat," and I don't think anybody said this card is going to light the world on fire. I don't believe, from looking at any tournament results, that it did light the world on fire. Nevertheless, it's a really solid card. And again, as I've said, don't want to keep repeating myself, but with Izzet in the picture and their theme on instants and sorceries, this feels really interesting.
Not to mention with Golgari also being in the same world.
Yeah.
Although, wait, this is an Ultimate Masters, so I don't know why we're thinking about that, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I think because I've been playing with Ravnica. That's kind of
you've been playing Arena,
and
yeah. Okay.
As we should probably mention, Arena Ultimate Masters is of course not going to be, because it's a supplemental product. It's not standard legal, so I don't want to confuse. I don't want to confuse anyone by saying like, oh wow, this is gonna be great for standard, and it's not, because if half of this stuff was in standard, we'll get to that later. That would unbalance the format significantly. But I'm saying that this, a single blue mana to draw a card, possibly draw 3 cards. If you've got Izzet on the brain, it's a good one to add to the collection, or if you've got some other copies to kind of dust off and say, yeah, this works pretty well. Ooh, I thought about having the new Niv Mizzet out, that whenever you play an instant or sorcery spell, or whenever anybody does, you draw a card, and whenever you draw a card, you get to ping something. So this would not only draw you 4 cards if you have the second mode activated, but then you're going to get 4 separate ping effects. That's for a single blue mana. That's a spicy meatball.
Wow.
Yeah.
So in M12, it didn't have Jace's Phantasm, but it did have Bell Tower Sphinx.
Okay.
And wait, hang on. Jace Memory Adept. That was his first printing, which is the 0 mill someone for 10.
Yeah.
Right.
And Jace's Archivist.
Oh, there we go.
And Jace's Erasure. Which is when you draw a card, you may have target player mill a card. And to go with that, it had the what's it called? A Zur Mage. Pay 3 and a blue, draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That cycle of those
the mages,
cheap...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, wait, that might be it. Hang on. Phantasmal Image. Right.
Oh, there you go. Well, that fits into the same category.
Oh, and Ponder. Wow. Okay.
So when they make a Masters set, and Ultimate Masters is going to be the last Masters set for a while, but they do try to make it so that when you're drafting or playing with the cards in the set in a sealed environment, that it makes for a compelling limited environment. It's not just about here's a bunch of really powerful cards. It's also about here's themes in each color. Here's how the colors interact with each other. Here's how you might have draft around cards, which is why in like some of the first Modern Masters sets, you might see commons and uncommons in there that you're like, really? I didn't think anybody needed this necessarily, but It's there for the quality of the gameplay, not necessarily for the collectorship. Although they also try not to give you completely worthless cards. But so I think, as Chewy had mentioned when he told us this is what we were doing, do we think this is maybe an indicator that this may be a theme in Blue in the set for limited play or otherwise?
Now, as a quick touch on what everything Brian just said, that's what they've
Yeah.
done for the previous Master sets.
Yes.
And they made sure to tell us that ahead of time. They haven't said that for this Master set.
They have not.
I don't know if we're supposed to assume it, or if they're just not doing that this time and they just threw in a bunch of cool stuff.
Either could be the case, and right now it's literally pure speculation.
Well, they're also selling booster packs and special blister packs of 3 draft packs or draft sets or whatever the heck. So they intend for people to play this in limited. So I don't think they would just, back up a big old dump truck full of cards and pour it into the box.
Is
Maybe.
mine blinking out for you guys too?
Just a little bit.
Okay, just checking. Making sure that
Yeah,
my
I
internet
saw
wasn't crapping out.
Yeah, I saw my little connection monitor started to take a dive. It turned yellow, so I figured out something was going on. But
Danger.
But yeah, Visions of Beyond isn't something that a bunch of people are clamoring for a reprint. So I think it's very strongly possible that it indicates a theme, that it's a payoff, that it's a big, fancy payoff card for one of the themes that Blue sticks its toe in.
I hope so. I just wanted to point out, since we know nothing about the set yet, I wanted to cover all of our bases.
Right. And some of what we're talking about, by the time anyone looks at it, they might be able to go, no, that's not what they're doing. But this is the power and the potential downfall of speculation.
Sure.
Like when I speculated that Emrakul wasn't behind the madness in Innistrad, and there's no way of that, and then I was wrong. But
Well, that's because we overestimated Watsy's ability to do it right. So
yes.
Well, they accidentally wrote themselves into a corner when they changed the block structure.
They did, and they've addressed that. So
yeah.
it's not keeping me up at night anymore.
Yeah, I was about to add that word. So,
Right.
we're hoping, in other words, that this means there's some sort of milling thing going on in Blue. Maybe they'll reprint Glimpse. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be awesome.
I was
And-
thinking about that before we started the show.
That checks so many boxes. It is an enabler for that theme. They look for multicolored cards or otherwise cards that intersect between colors that will help push a theme, because when you draft, you don't generally draft mono anything. So it could push blue black in that direction, and it's been a sweetheart for people that collect or just play the game. Ever since its printing, I don't know what it's going for. I'm not really worried about that. I think I can just use anecdotal evidence that it's always been like, it's just been a cool card and people love to see it. So it's one that helps push the set at the same time. So Glimpse would be really nice.
Looks like you can get it for less than $5 on like TCG Player, for instance.
Okay, well.
So, but yeah, the reason that it's because it doesn't do anything. Like, Glimpse the Unthinkable, for those that don't remember, for a blue and a black, target player mills 10 as a sorcery. Yeah. Like, that's spend 2 mana, do nothing that matters, unless that's your whole plan.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Pulling up Gather right now to see where Glimpse was reprinted, because for a while it was like a $15-$20 card or something silly like that.
Because
but
it was an iconic.
Original,
it was an iconic Masters. Okay.
Yeah.
And it was only in the original Ravnica set for a long time. So that's availability can have a big part in how much it costs. So,
it looks like it's also in the Dimir Guild kit. That's cool.
Oh, neat. It says target player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike.
Thank you.
So
there you go.
So that's our official preview card, but and we don't have the visual spoiler or card image gallery, what have you, yet. However, we did have access to the same article everybody else did that talks about the box toppers and gives us the list of those cards. I don't think we actually covered this on the show. Hey, Mike, what's a box topper?
A box topper is basically it's basically a buy a box promo that's not the same for everyone. It is a mystery. It's in a special booster pack that sits on top of the box inside it when it's still packaged up. And you open up the box and you take out the box topper and you open it up and there you have it. A very fancy card.
By the way, everyone, do not, we made this announcement on Monday Night Magic, do not buy sealed ultimate box toppers from the internet.
Yes, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
because
packaging is thin enough that you can scout them. You can see what's in there.
yeah, with a flashlight, you can see what's in them, which means, well, let me explain this again. On Monday Night Magic, I did this once, but this is a different audience. If you have a flashlight, which I have a flashlight right here in my hand, it's my phone. It's got a flashlight on it. Now, Mike, I know yours doesn't, but everyone else's does.
My work phone has a flashlight.
Oh, good job, Mike. So, if you have a flashlight, you can see through it just enough to figure out what your card is.
Which means if you're buying it from someone else, they have already taken advantage of this. And while almost all of these are really neat, really nifty cards, some of them are just more valuable, much, much, much more valuable than others.
Yeah, so they'll crack the ones that are more valuable, and then they'll sell the others for the gambling price, which will be more than the card that's in it is worth.
Yes.
On the secondary market. So just everybody, do yourself a favor. Do not buy sealed ultimate box toppers. Just don't.
Don't do it.
Unless you really want Balefire Dragon, like a whole lot.
Yeah. And in which case, buy the Balefire Dragon.
Just buy the Bale. I would hope that whoever
Box
was
topper.
selling it would have the guts to just say, this is what it is. You know, not, oh, what could it be?
Well, no, they're not, because that's the whole reason. That's how
Yes,
criminals
so-
work.
So
That's why Brian is hoping.
Yeah. So
There is
go,
no hope. These people are not scrupulous.
So go on the internet and find the one you want and buy it. You know, where it says, "Hey, Balefire Dragon." You know. Anyway, I think we're repeating ourselves with this.
Yes. But anyway, so they're ultimate box toppers, like Mike said. They're like buy a box promos. That's different for everybody.
And they are inside the box when the box comes sealed from the factory.
Correct.
So
Yeah, back in the day, a box topper was like an oversized card
Yeah.
yeah, I
that
remember.
was sitting inside. Because I've got a big, or at least I used to have a big, was it a Force of Nature?
Yeah, Force of Nature. Some of those came in fat packs, or they're called bundles now. But yeah, sometimes they might have been the same for the bundles and the booster boxes. I don't remember, because I have a Force of Nature too, but I don't remember buying a booster box of that set.
I might not have, but I know that I've gotten oversized cards in the top of a box in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a thing that they've done for a good long while now, I don't think.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So yeah, let's bring it back for this, which is neat. And they all have extended or expanded or zoomed in art, and they're all really pretty.
It's really just zoomed in.
Well, zoomed in with no borders.
Yeah.
As you can see on the screen, here's the UMA Snapcaster Mage, or the Box Topper Snapcaster Mage and the not Box Topper Snapcaster Mage. The same art, but it's bigger because they took the picture and blew it up to cover the border, such as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool. These are foiled too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go through the list.
Yes.
So we've got the original Emrakul,
Yes.
the bad
Which is-
Mamma Jamma.
Which is still played over the new Emrakul in like show and tell decks, right? Because so
I
Mhm.
occasionally see decks with like 4 Emrakul the Eon's Torn and 1 of the new Emrakul whose name I don't even remember.
the Promised End.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's awkward. So yeah, legacy playable, and it's the biggest, craziest thing ever. So
Band and Commander, so hard.
yeah, we've
Wonder why.
yeah, I can't imagine.
Annihilator 6. Oh, so hard. Oh,
Take an extra turn after this one.
Really think it's well, it's all the things.
It's the whole
It's-
card.
It's the way the entire card reads.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then we've got the Death Star, Karn Liberated.
Mike knows about Karn Liberated. Wasn't he the star of your Tron deck for a while?
Yeah, even though I only have 2, but yes.
Look
Pretty
at
sure you got the 2 because they work, right?
Well, I would have more if I had them.
Ah,
Dude, I would have more of lots of things if I had it.
whatever will be, will be. It is what it is.
Okay, Sarah. Anyway, moving on. We've got original Kozilek, Butcher of Truth.
Yep.
Eh,
Mm-hmm.
Of all of them, he was probably the least offensive.
which is weird because he's the first one they showed and everyone lost their mind.
Because he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's still really good. He's still really, really good. I think it would feel weird if they had Ulamog and Emrakul on here and not Kozilek. He's really, really good. He's just not like aggressive in the same way that the others are.
Correct. Speaking
Oh, hey,
of
look,
which-
Ulamog.
Yeah, there's Ulamog. The Infinite Gyre, the original version.
Indestructible. Just.
Oh, and look,
So annoying.
the Ultimate Masters versions also don't have reminder text, so the text box on Ulamog is much cleaner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I noticed that when I was looking through these, that I'm like, why does this text look different? And then I think it took me longer than I didn't catch it right on the Eldrazi. It was somewhere in like the blue or black cards. So I'm like, oh, that's why. Cool.
Yeah, they don't have reminder text. They don't have flavor text either.
Like any of them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, damn. All right, moving on. Good old Snapcaster Mage, who's played in every format ever that he's legal in,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because Snapcaster Mage.
Remember when Innistrad came out and somebody at Lucky's was trying to tell me, yeah, what's he really do? And I'm like, the things. And they're like, they were trying to get me to trade it. I was like, why are you talking bad about it if you want me to trade it? They're like, I just don't think it's that good. I'm like, huh? Something wrong the way I did trade them or something, buddy. Makes me sad, Panda. Anyway. Snapcaster, you know what it does. You love it. I have a question about this next one, though, because I don't remember ever seeing this next card.
That's because it's from one of the Portal sets.
Ah,
I think this is out there. I think this is something for the Commander players to go nutso over.
because I was like, okay, this is just Time Warp with a different name.
Yeah, it's a sorcery also. Wait, Time Warp is a sorcery.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Never mind.
Time Warp is definitely a sorcery. So this is Temporal Manipulation, and for 3 and 2 blue, it's a sorcery. Take an extra turn after this one, and it's
It was
mythic.
from Portal Second Age, and then on online it was printed in Masters Edition 2 on Moto.
Right.
I just looked it
So,
up.
but yeah, as Mike was saying, though, for Commander players, it's another Time Warp that has a different name. So voila, you can play with basically 2 Time Warp, or plus more effects. But
Yeah.
there's another one.
So would you say that you could do the Time Warp again? Let's. I am not sorry about that at all.
I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Eh. Unpopular opinion. You're not missing much.
It's worth. Let's see. It's worth
It's
seeing
worth-
once just for your own information.
That is true. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Tim Curry is a god.
Yes, Tim Curry is very good in that movie.
So
Tim
there's
Curry
that.
is good in most movies. Even Contact. There, I said it. Wait, not Contact.
Congo.
Congo, yeah.
Yeah, which is the one I was about to say, but you.
About. Wow.
All right, next up we have Bitter Blossom.
Yep.
Have we seen this art before?
I don't know. It doesn't look familiar to me. That's cool.
Which is now a little while ago was unbanned in Modern, right? So
Yeah, and it was gonna burn Modern to the ground, and it has yet to do so.
Has Jace the Mind Sculptor burned Modern to the ground yet? I
No,
don't follow
neither
trends.
has Kirk Clan Ironworks. It's almost like people just try to get clicks by doomsaying crap on their articles and on Twitter.
No.
I know, right?
Not on the internet.
So we regularly make fun of those people on Monday Night Magic, but every time there's a Jace in a deck, we're like, he's gonna burn down Modern, because we are in fact terrible people.
Well, I could have told you that one.
Yeah, but at least we don't make outlandish claims just for clicks, you know.
Yeah. Well, enough about that. Look at Demonic Tutor with freaking creepy,
That's awesome
amazing,
art.
terribly wicked art.
Yeah, that is pretty great.
And it's only a rare in the set. It's a mythic box topper because all the box toppers are mythic, but it's a rare in the set. That's nice.
So is he like paddling and then he's getting home? He's like, "Hey mom, it followed me home.
Can I keep it?
Can I keep it?"
The demon's like, yes, you can.
Demon's like, "Hi mom."
Bill was like, yeah, the demon's tutoring him in how to row a boat, you see. No, you have to use both pedals or else you just go in circles, idiot. I love the art, I just don't get it.
Well, he's pointing, like, it's a little hard to tell because the wing in the background is kind of screwing it up. But he's pointing, like, around the corner where they're both looking. It's like just around there. Some awesome forbidden knowledge.
Guys,
It's gonna
like,
be cool.
sweet. Forbidden knowledge is the best knowledge.
It is, actually. And then he gets there and he finds Jeffrey Rush with a sword sticking out of him, and he's like, have you got the last coin?
Arr.
It's a Pirates of the Caribbean joke. Anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
I do like the flavor text. Beware the generosity of demons.
He's not wrong.
We named the monkey Jack.
All right, then we have Goryo's Vengeance with much sweeter art.
Yeah, the original art was not bad, but does this get played in Modern? I don't really, as I've said, I don't really follow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
part of the. It's part of a couple of different crazy reanimator strategies, mostly
Yeah.
involving Grizzlebrand.
In Modern and Legacy, right?
Yeah.
Someone choking on something. Sounds like someone is choking on
And
something.
since it's an instant, you can also use it as a crazy reanimator play with Emrakul.
That doesn't sound terrible at all. There's also, oh god, who else is in those decks? The crazy porcelain lady from New Phyrexia that I can never remember her name.
dang
Oh,
it.
the
I could have told you
Praetor.
if you hadn't asked me.
Yeah, the White Praetor.
Why?
I don't know why I can see her art plain as day.
Yeah, and I know all the listeners can't too. And several people are yelling the name at their phones right now.
They are, yeah. You know, all your creatures get +2/+2. All their creatures get
Elishnorn?
minus. Elishnorn.
There we go. There we go.
Dirk's on it.
I like how when the Praetors came out, everybody was concerned about how mean the blue one was, and the blue one is
Every
mean.
one of them is mean.
But honestly, in my own experience, the Elish Norn has just been much worse. Maybe because people have the common decency to not play with the blue one. I don't know, but it just feels like the white one is borderline more oppressive because of the effect it has on the board.
Yeah, that's the one that says most loudly, "You don't get to play the game."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Borborygmos. Is Borborygmos in those crazy decks too? I think some of them.
Sometimes.
Not the original Borborygmos. Borborygmos Enraged.
Enraged, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't talk about original Borborygmos on the show.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
so silly.
Especially not when we're playing Pithing Needle.
Oh, I got that reference. All right. But seriously, the new art on Gory's Vengeance is the hotness. Very spooky Japanese. Bleh.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
All right, then we have Liliana of the Veil, of course.
Of course. Not to downplay it. It's amazing, awesome, terribly powerful card, but that's just kind of it. It's an amazing, awesome, powerfully, terribly big. It's Liliana of the Veil. What else are you supposed to say, you know?
I think this is one where they actually did expand the art. They didn't zoom her. They just opened up the frame and spread the art that was already there out to the edges.
Oh, is she not?
Yeah, she's not zoomed at all. She actually did get
Yeah.
expanded art.
Well, she's been altered slightly.
Okay, maybe she is zoomed
Like,
almost
but-
imperceptibly. I think I see it now. But
I'm just looking at where the top of the text box touches her leg. It's like slightly lower on the other one, even though they're on the same level.
yeah, very slightly. But you see there is extra stuff on the edges. It's
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
a zoom.
So that's pretty cool. Good eye, Mike. We've got Macias the Unhallowed.
Which at first I was like, why is this here? I mean, it's a cool card. I don't know if it's really iconic. And then I remembered the interaction with Kitchen Sphinx.
Kitchen Sphinx.
I almost said Kitchen Sphinx so many times. I was like, that's not the name. And what's the Murderous Redcap? And I'm like, oh yeah, because endless.
And Triskelion and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a commander favorite.
Yep.
Then we have Reanimate with the sick. Is that a Grave Titan? Bill said it was a Grave Titan. I
That
think
is
it
a Grave Titan.
Yeah.
Oh, take 6.
See, yeah, the flavor text on the regular version, it's Liliana Vest saying, "You'd better be worth it."
Well,
I
if
believe
it's,
it's
a,
Liliana.
if it's a Grave Titan, it totally is.
Totally
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will take 6 and you will like it.
Is that new art, or was that in something else?
That's new art.
I was about to say.
You might be thinking of the Animate Dead that got the new art.
Sun
with the
Titan.
Sun
right?
Titan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, wouldn't that be sick if they like slowly released a bunch of classic old reanimator spells with each of the
Yeah.
Titans on it?
Yes, what do we need? We
I
need
would dig that.
like Dance of the Dead with Frost Titan.
Yeah.
We need Necromancy with Primeval Titan. And we need what's the one for Urza Saga?
Oh, come on.
You
Where's
know
the
what
one
I'm
from
talking
Urza Saga?
about. Diabolic. Was it Diabolic something?
I got
Gatherer.
nothing. The Gatherer. And anabolic steroids. No.
Diabolic Servitude. Is that right? Yes, Diabolic Servitude with
that
Inferno
yeah.
Titan.
the Inferno Titan. Yeah.
See now
All
though,
right, wizards, get on this.
you say that, but I kind of want to see Cauldron Dance with like some useless creature going in and a Inferno
A
Titan
Titan
popping
crawling
out
out.
on the other side.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be pretty cool.
Maybe it could be Tybalt going in. Oh wait, he's not a creature.
No.
Or you could be really funny and you could have they already did Sun Titan, never mind. I was thinking you could have Phantasmal Image going in and Sun Titan coming out or something. But
Yeah.
no, they already used Sun Titan.
You
for
shut your pie hole, Mike. I lost to that combo so many times that I really want to hurt something.
Oh, Phantasmal Image.
Also came from M12. All right, moving on. We've got vastly inferior Tassiger art because there's a lack of a fruit bowl zombie.
Oh, I didn't realize that was such a hot button issue for you.
Yeah,
Needs
dude,
more fruit bowl.
Yeah,
I
you
remember-
gotta have the fruit bowl zombie.
I remember the fruit bowl zombie. I just didn't realize that this was, like. a big
Gotta.
deal. All right. Somebody get me a fruit bowl zombie. Stat.
I'm out of bananas, though. I'm sorry. I ate my last one a couple days ago. So, yeah, Tasker's there for modern and I guess commander.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Why not? He's awesome at what he does.
So then we have
Isn't he?
the. Oh, go ahead.
I said, isn't he?
I think so.
Is his identity blue, green, black?
Yes,
Yes.
That's correct. Yes.
because he's all. Oh crap! Hang on. It's been too long since I saw it. What is that?
Sultai.
Sultai. He's all Sultai-y. I'll just edit that out later.
Sultai.
You know, Sultai-Y. He's Sultai-y.
I know.
Sultai-y.
It sounds like you're trying to speak a foreign language on that one.
Sultai-y. And the native speaker of that language is like, stop.
Feeling vaguely offended over here, and I don't even know why.
Exactly. So then we have the one that lots of people pointed out as, what? The Balefire Dragon.
Which is awesome. And once again, like, sick, when you can actually pull it off in limited or constructed, or, dear Lord, this thing is oppressive. Just for those that aren't as familiar, 5 and 2 red for a 6/6 dragon, has flying, of course. So 7 for a 6/6 flyer. But whenever it deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to each player that creature controls.
You want to try that again?
Yeah, deals that much damage to each creature that player controls.
There we go.
So it hits you for 6, assuming it's not pumped or anything like that. Then it deals 6 to all your stuff.
Yeah.
How many times does that have to hit before you lose? Oh wait, once. It's stupid. I've been hit by it before. I don't really like it. I mean, I appreciate how powerful it is, but it feels terrible to be on the receiving end of one of these. It's just awful.
Yeah.
So that's why it's here, because it's really big and dumb. And
I really like putting it in commander decks because it's a nice one-sided board wipe, and it's really easy to get around the mana cost or just get to 7 mana.
yeah, see? This is why we hate him. The Balefire Dragon, not Mike.
Both.
Or both. Check out this sick art
Yeah.
on the next card.
Through the Breach with easily the sickest art, I think, in the box toppers.
It's pretty close if it's not the one.
Because
And it's an amazing nod to what this card actually does.
yeah, this is showing Nahiri summoning Emrakul to Innistrad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically just mess it up. And keep in mind that in case you didn't even know where this card is from originally, it should be a big hint that it has Splice onto Arcane on it. So needless to say, when this card was originally released, there was no such thing as Emrakul, as an Emrakul card. So the original art was nothing like this. The reason that this is like this, aside from just, hey, here's a really cool art, is because this is exactly what this card does in Modern. It gets you Emrakul.
Mm-hmm. Or even
Legacy? I don't
even
know.
Legacy too. Because let's see if I'm remembering this correctly. The very first time I heard about a Through the Breach deck winning a tournament was a Star City Open. I'm pretty certain it was Legacy, and the deck was a homebrew that this guy had made, and he was playing in his first tournament, and he won the whole thing.
Nice. I love stories like that.
Yeah,
I also love
it invented this whole new archetype that people started messing with.
I also love it because I have like 4 or 5 copies of Through the Breach, because I always said, hey, this card seems really awesome. And then because it was in standard with Affinity, it didn't do anything. So I've just been like, it's nice to see that this card got some recognition for being ridiculous.
Somewhat busted, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it's not like the creature sticks around.
But this art, it's very purple.
It's very purple. Purple is one of Emrakul's key colors.
Yes.
which sucks. We should take purple back.
Make purple great again?
No.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. So there's Through the Breach. Then we have Eternal Witness with also sick. I think this is new art, right?
Looks new.
It's pretty. So,
It is pretty.
Yeah.
And it's even
It's an
cooler on the box topper just because of the zoomed in aspect of it.
It's uncommon, but that just means that it's easier to find one or two more of in a box. That's pretty cool. And it's one that is iconic enough that I would certainly hope nobody would be like, well, why is this here? Because it's Eternal Witness. So
Yeah, people love playing with Eternal Witness, so
yeah.
hey, congratulations. Here's a fancy Eternal Witness. Thanks.
Yeah.
Here's another card that everybody loves playing with. Mike.
Yay. Life from the Loam.
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
And wow, yeah, I mean the art on this is new art, right? I don't think I've
Yes,
ever
it
seen it
is.
before. The art on the regular version is fine. It's really good. It's not just fine, it's really good. But seeing it zoomed in like that on the box topper is just mwah.
And that
It's
super
beauteous.
sweet text box with just 3 quick lines as opposed to explaining Dredge
Yeah.
with reminder text. Oh, it's so nice.
That
Yeah.
does make a big difference.
It does. It does. I agree with you.
So then we have Noble Hierarch. Nice and fancy.
Nice and fancy, and people that that haven't really seen this in play may not get why it's so awesome, but this guy does some work. So
Yeah, it's a 3-color mana dork that pumps your attacker. Like it's insane. It's all ever since it was printed, it's been relevant in all the formats.
it's very close to, in some ways better, in some ways a little worse, a Bird of Paradise, which is a pretty high standard for a 1-drop green creature. So yeah.
Yeah, in the decks where you don't need the red or black, it's better in every way.
Yeah.
Except it dies to like an earthquake. Oh darn.
Well, you can't set up a branchwood armor on it and go to town because it doesn't have flying. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. It's not strictly better, but it's pretty darn awesome.
Yeah.
And
Then
I
we
love
have,
the
of
fact
course,
that just one last word about the Noble Hierarch. It is super nice in multiples. Usually, you get multiples Bird of Paradise. If you've got enough mana, you're like, ugh. But the more instances of Exalted you have, the better. So again, good. So okay, sorry, go ahead.
correct. Okay, so then we have, of course, the Tarmogoyf, because you can't have a master set without Tarmogoyf, apparently.
Yes.
Is this new art?
I honestly
I think.
couldn't tell you.
I am
so.
going to see this thing in my nightmares because look at it closely.
I'd really rather
Oh.
not.
It's actually like the first time I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. And then I looked at it more closely and I'm like, this feels profoundly disturbing in a couple ways. So that's too many mouths inside the mouth, man. It's a little bit like the alien thing, except almost more twisted. That poor deer did not expect this today. That is a deer, right?
Yeah.
That is a deer.
Yeah, that poor deer did not expect this today. That poor deer is going like, hey, hands, look out. No, sorry, bad. Keep moving.
All right.
Tarmogoyf, yay.
Yay. Vengevine, super
Yeah.
sick,
The Vengevine.
has been showing up a lot more in Modern lately. In
I'm
a
glad it's
black-red
getting some
deck.
respect.
Yeah, it's a black-red Vengevine deck, is how it's known. So you'll notice this card is green.
Yep. Because you're just reanimating it, using its own ability.
Yup. So yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty good. Then we've got another modern and I think legacy stalwart here, Gaddock Teague.
And see, because I don't play competitively, I hadn't thought about him in a while. And my first reaction when I saw him is, it's that guy. Cool. So it was kind of like it was a callback for me. Because I remember playing in Lorwyn and thinking, wow, this guy does a lot of stuff. And I guess I don't play Eternal formats, so out of sight, out of mind. And I saw him here, and I'm like, you go, little guy, you go. Or is that? It's not like to be called little guy. That's sizes. So he's a Kithkin. He's probably used to it.
I'm
He
sure
also
he'll-
get an actual. He also gets an actual art expansion in the box topper version.
Yeah.
Yeah, they crop him differently and open up the sides and get to see more of the picture.
Also, Brian, I'm sure he'll pull a Deckard Cain and thwack you on the head with his stick. So
Stay a while and listen to the upside of your head. Open it. Because, yeah. Yep.
anyway,
You
I'm just
tried.
talking. Yeah.
then we've got Leovold, Emissary of Trest, who is
Sort of Commander set, right?
no.
Yeah, originally from a commander's set.
Was it Commander? I thought he was from
Conspiracy?
yeah.
Oh,
I'll look it up real quick. Don't stop on my account.
Yeah, but he was a big deal in Legacy for a little while.
hmm
And then they nerfed, or not, they didn't, they don't nerf, they banned the Deathrite Shaman.
Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, so you didn't have perfect mana.
Yeah, so he's fallen off quite a bit.
He was in Conspiracy Take the Crown, the sequel to the original Conspiracy.
Oh, yes, Electric Boogaloo, got it. So then here's another one that threw me off, is Lord of Extinction. What?
It's
It's not a commander fun times.
it's like, yeah, I mean, in multiplayer, in single player, you're like, oh look, this can be pretty big, but in multiplayer, you're like, oh dear lord, because you remember how big, what's the black Lurgoyf that was in
Mortivore.
Mortivore? You know how big that is, or you know
Or
how
even
big,
a regular Lurgoyf. You
or
know how big that got.
Lurgoyf, or any of those. You had those Lurgoyfs that cared about particular types of cards, and this thing is just like, I ain't picky. So it's almost like the ultimate Lurgoyf in a certain way. And
True.
in multiplayer is ridiculous. So I feel like that flavor text is new. I don't remember that being on there, and that's creepy. The forlorn cries of the dead combine to make its laugh.
That's
Someone was feeling really edgelord when they were putting this set together.
They had that flavor text in the original printing.
Did it? Okay.
hmm
I
I've
just
seen
don't
it.
remember that at all then.
Someone was feeling really edgelord when he was writing stuff like 10 years ago and then bringing it back today. Then Maelstrom Pulse, because Maelstrom Pulse hopefully once again is one of those that nobody should go, why is this here? Because it's Maelstrom Pulse.
Yeah. Sees all kinds of play in Modern, and I think even some in Legacy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Then we have Sigarda, Host of Herons, who is I don't actually know why she's here. Probably Commander?
Probably.
I think she has, she shows up in Maverick decks in Legacy, maybe?
yeah, maybe.
I had a standard deck when she was in, standard. They ran a couple copies of her, and she's awfully effective at shutting down all sorts of game plans. So if they don't account for you having her, it's kind of like the new angel from Dominaria that gives your other creatures and you hexproof.
hmm
I was playing online on Arena, and I had it out, and the opponent forgot that it gave me hexproof, so he's trying to do all this stuff. Like, you could tell because there's no chat, but you could tell he was like, why can't I target you to discard your stuff? And I'm like, hee hee. So this doesn't have the same ability, but it works in such a way that it can derail their plans. And the fact that she has hexproof herself is a 5/5 flyer for 5 with hexproof by itself is stupid. So I'm not surprised she doesn't see a ton of tournament play just because she's, a bit expensive, but she doesn't end the game the way that Emrakul does, but she's still pretty cool.
Is it bad that in my mind, when Brian went, he looked at the camera and said, "Ain't I a stinker?"
It's a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. So then we have a Fulminator Mage with sick new art.
Yep. Some people just want to watch the world get crispy.
Yeah, including this guy. As long as it's non-basic, he's all over it.
Yeah.
Burn,
You're
suffer,
cool.
and trouble me no more.
Looks at a swamp. You're cool. Looks at an island. You're pretty cool. Looks at Demir Gilgate. Oh, that's got to go.
Please don't sacrifice your Fulminator Mage to kill a Guildgate. Unless you're just going to get your mage back. Anyway, then we have the ever-popular Kitchen Finks.
I was going to say, but what if I'm activating Maze's End?
Okay,
You
well, in
should
that
blow
case,
up
it's
the
probably
Maze's
fine. Also, shut up,
Oh.
Mike.
So we have the Kitchen Sphinx, not to be confused with the ubiquitous Kitchen Sphinx,
Yeah.
which will ask you questions every time you try to get milk. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm either more on my game tonight or way off, and I apologize.
I think it's both, and that makes it better.
Okay.
Then we got Engineered Explosives.
Yep.
Always
is-
useful.
Yeah,
Always
your
useful.
useful colorless mass
Kill that.
removal.
Board white.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's not all non-land permanents. It's not even just creatures. At least Ratchet Bomb only destroys creatures, right?
No, it destroys no-land permanents.
Does it? Dang. Artifacts with the board wipes, yo.
And then we have Mana Vault.
Is that new art? Because
Yeah.
it's
This was used for
pretty.
something. Was this used for an online set card or something? Like the online Vintage Masters or whatever?
Mana Vault. I don't know. Let me look. Let's see. So how about 5th edition? Nope. How about whatever this is? Masters Edition 4? Nope. That's the normal cube floating thing. How about Vintage Masters? Yeah, that's from Vintage Masters. Oh yeah, there was a weird cube thing for the Kaladesh invention too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is new art on paper, but art that has been used for Mana Vault before. Whoops. So that's pretty cool. Then we've got Platinum Empyrean.
I think I just looked it up just so I was familiar with it. I think I may actually prefer the original art for Platinum Empyrean back in Scars of Mirrodin.
Something about this art, it looks like his back hurts, or he's
His posture does look a little odd from this angle, yeah.
yeah,
I think-
it looks like he's like just caught himself from stumbling, and he's like, no, my life total can't change. We're good. You guys didn't see that, right?
I think the art certainly makes him look impressive. It seems to be focused on the mood I get from it is, dang, this guy's big. Dang, this guy's important and in charge and all that sort of stuff. But I just feel like because you have less, the background is more washed out. It's more about this guy. In the original art, though, you've got stuff in the background. You can see 3 of the sons of Mirrodin in the background, and his armor's a little spikier, and there's a little more contrast between the light and the dark. And I just think I like the picture of the original one better. But certainly, by all means, this is still, as with everything, really awesome art. So,
Yeah. It's something about the actual posing of the Platinum Empyrean is, like Mike said, it's just slightly off. And I don't know what it is. But every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, poor guy. And I don't know why.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing that thing that you do when, your back hurts. You just like bend back just a little bit like
if I could just reach it. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Like he's got a pole up his rear end.
Mhm.
He's got
Maybe.
ramrod straight back.
That'd be a hell of a pole, because he's a big dude. Anyway.
So flagpole's too short.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they didn't give his normal version the reminder text, maybe because it's a mythic. But even though that sounds simple, your life total can't change. There's some subtle stuff in there that some people won't think about.
Well, probably because it's a master set.
Mm-hmm.
You can't gain or lose life. You can't pay any amount of life except 0. That was the reminder text on the original printing in Scars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then we have Ancient Tomb, which is sick. Holy crap, I just saw that it's a rare in this set.
That's cool.
Yeah. Get more Ancient Tombs out there into circulation. Then we've got Cavern of Souls.
Yep.
Which took me a little while to figure out what the hell I was looking at. See all the little hands reaching up here.
Mm. Their soul.
Let me check some. Ancient Tomb. Huh.
Huh.
Okay, it was only printed. So it was Uncommon and Tempest. It was in the From the Vault Realms box set. It was an Expedition. But that's it. So, yeah, gosh.
Jeez. Has not seen a whole lot of printings at all.
Mm-hmm.
At all. Cool. But yeah, Cavern of Souls, I remember, has been a little controversial since it was printed because it almost feels like it just does too much.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So then we've got Celestial Colonnade, the land that turns into the 4/4 Flying Vigilant Elemental.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Creeping Tar Pit, the land that turns into the 3/2 Unblockable Dude.
Yep.
If we scroll past slightly, we've got Lava Claw Reaches, that turns into the 2/2 colorless fire-breathing creature.
Colorless fire breathing, yeah.
We've got the Raging Ravine, that turns into the 3/3 creature that grows when it attacks.
Yeah, which I still really like that.
And we've got the Stirring Wildwood, that turns into the 3/4 Reach creature.
Yeah. Probably the least glamorous of the bunch, but it's got solid stats for what it costs. So it's efficient. It's just not as exciting. Of those 5 original printed in Worldwake, I'd probably put either the Wildwood or the Lava Claw Reaches on bottom, just in terms of desirability. I think they're all cool, but
According to, I think this was in the Discord server. It might have been on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, all of these are just huge in Commander. I was like, oh,
well,
okay.
manlands are always good because they duck all kinds of removal, and these are particularly good ones. All of these are good creatures.
Yeah. I just never think about Lava Claw Reaches when I'm putting together a deck with red and black in it. Like, if I need another dual land, I'll grab it, but I'm not like, oh, dude, I can't wait to get this Lava Claw Reaches up in this piece.
Well, maybe now you'll think about it.
Maybe.
Lava Claw Reaches is like, yeah, use me, Chewy.
Whoa.
Remember the good old days?
Speaking of the good old days, hey, look, Dark Depths.
With is that new art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is my second favorite art in this set by far.
It is. Man. Just if you're listening to the episode, I'm sure you've seen it, but I mean, come on, that the perspective being from the frozen Merit Lodge and looking up at whoever that poor soul is that's just kind of like, I'm walking up here, nothing bad can happen today, is just sweet.
Maybe that's Deckard Cain. He's got a stick.
Stay a while, and oh my god!
Oh, I guess this means the Merit Lodge token might also be in
Oh,
these boosters.
dude,
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
That
Merit
would
Lodge
be
token
sweet.
was only ever like a promo from
Yeah, it was a
some sort
cold
of
snap. It was a cold snap game day promo, something like
Yeah.
that.
something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I got it because I happened to go to a Friday Night Magic at the Toy Factory in Hillsboro on the weekend that it was happening. So, but yeah, that's the only time.
I got mine from DJs back when it was still DJs, and I also did well at F&M.
I thought no, because I got one too.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was a
we got it
participation.
from.
It wasn't a prize. It was a participation thing.
Yeah, I think we got it for doing the Cold Snap 2-headed giant thing, didn't we, Brian?
Maybe.
I don't remember now, but I had one at some point.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
mine.
Oh.
I think mine is still in. Do you remember that Horde deck I built?
Oh yeah.
I think it's still in there.
Nice.
Never turned up, unfortunately.
Thank goodness. So then we've got Caracas, still played in Legacy all the damn time.
Because it's dumb. I'm sorry, but that's. I mean, I realized when it was originally printed, they didn't realize how good this would be, but that's just dumb.
He's not wrong.
Of course, having an answer to a turn 1 or turn 2 Emrakul is probably a good thing, all said and done, but
My connection is cutting out something fierce. Were you guys still talking about Dark Depths, or did you get to Caracas?
Oh,
we got to Caracas.
Yeah,
We're in Caracas. There we go. That's exactly what I said. But also a good safety valve on Emrakul, which is totally not what they were thinking when they printed it. But
And then finally, the final box topper is Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth.
love
Another of those commander staples.
it. I have always enjoyed playing it. It's always such a feel good when I'm like, and all my lands are now swamps because it turns on so many things.
Baby. Like me.
It's true. This is, in fact, the blackest land you've ever seen.
You know, that just came up recently in the Discord server. Do you guys remember what card that was referring to?
Was it Volrath Stronghold?
It was Volrath Stronghold. Very good, Mike.
Did you coin the phrase or did Corey?
That was Corey. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because he tapped like all of his mana for some sort of giant lethal drain life. And he was one short because Volrath Stronghold didn't make black mana. He's like, oh, blackest land I ever saw.
Sounds about right. Wonder how he's doing.
He's good. He popped up on stream not long ago and offered me a beta copy of Fallout 76.
Nice.
And I was like, I have no interest in Fallout 76 beta, but I appreciate it. Apparently everyone in the beta got like 3 extra codes. So that's neat. Oh, see, Dirk knows.
Well, you get to have a party of 4, and so the whole point was, yeah, we want you to play, but we also want you to play with your friends. So
Party
here's
up
3
and
free.
give it to your buddies. I got you.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So that's the box toppers. That's all we have. Well, there's one more card, and it is Entomb. It was shown on, I think, one of the, not the reveal stream, but a later stream about Ultimate Masters. So it's Entomb. And it's got just the hand popping up out of the grave, and the flavor text is, I'll return once you've ripened, attributed to Ghoul Color Gisa. So that's pretty neat.
Oh, I did check up on the Merit Lodge token. It was a Cold Snap launch promo.
Launch promo, there we go.
So yeah, and it was also in the From the Vault lore set.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that until I
I
saw
did
it.
too. Nice. All right then. So, since we haven't actually talked about Ultimate Masters at all, I guess we should probably at least, mention it.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's coming out December 7th. Everything, remember at the very beginning I said everything about Ultimate Masters was weird?
Yeah.
This product feels so thrown out the door at the last minute.
Which is odd, because there are so many pieces of new art here. This had to have been, gone through planning some time ago.
Well, yeah,
But-
I'm not saying that it was put together at the last minute. I'm saying that it was
No.
it's being released at the last minute.
Yes.
Like my vibe that we got from it, from this and from another thing about GP Vancouver, is that this was all Hasbro going, this has got to go now.
We
Instead
gotta
of,
get this out for the holiday season.
Yeah.
Instead of maybe next year.
Instead of this being the last one for last year. Because Hasbro's numbers have been down because Toys R Us closed. Or, to be more accurate, Toys R Us was bought and then run into the ground. Purposefully.
Yes.
So, yeah, if anyone doesn't know, Toys R Us didn't fail. Toys R Us was put down. So,
Yeah.
let that keep you up at night. But Hasbro's numbers have been down across the board since then. And this really smells like hurry up and throw this out there because, like we said, preview season is 2 days. They announced this on November 5th. It comes out on December 7th. Like, there's a month between announcement and release.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not what Wizards of the Coast does. Ever.
Yeah.
And then there's GP Vancouver, which was changed from a team sealed event quietly via a Reddit post from Channel Fireball Events. Changed from a team sealed event to an individual sealed event about a month ago.
Yeah.
And there was speculation. There's the super secret Masters set that's going to come out. And we said on Monday Night Magic, that's stupid. Wizards wouldn't do that because it's stupid. And, well, it was announced that GP Vancouver is, in fact, an Ultimate Masters sealed event. With no notice compared to a normal event.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right about the time that people would be booking flights and hotels and stuff, they just they up and change it. And then they change it. Oh, well, look, it's Ultimate Masters. Yay! So, for anyone who was going with a team, well, I guess you can all still go. You just can't play as a team. And, oh, by the way, it's going to cost twice as much as it was going to before. What? And the fact that they're doing all this with, like, less than 3 months to go, it just feels rushed. Like, why would Channel Fireball Events make it a team-sealed event years ago, or months ago, when they set the schedule?
Yeah, that means they didn't know.
That means they didn't know. And the fact that they only recently changed it means that Wizards only recently told them. Or else they'd have had it set. The whole thing just smells. But that's not saying that it's going to be bad. I'm sure it'll be hopefully better than, like, Iconic Masters. It's got to be better than Iconic Masters.
Setting the bar real high, aren't we, Chewy?
Yeah, not really. But the fact that this is also the 4th Master set in 2 years is an actual problem.
Yeah, which is part of why this is going to be the last one for a while. Now, they're careful to say here, much like with core sets, some other things, it's not going to be the last one forever. It's just the last one for now.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
But it's a normal master set, 15 card packs. There's one foil in each pack. It's only in English and Japanese. You get one ultimate box topper per box. Oh, and the MSRP is $335.
Yeah. Next.
For a box, not
For-
for a pack.
For a box, yeah. But that's still way, way, way higher than everyone else. Or than every other set ever.
But this product may not be for you.
I mean, I have no problem with the price. That's what everyone else that, you know, wants to complain about it picks to complain about. I have no problem with the price. They can set the MSRP for whatever they want. It just bothers me the method in which this whole thing has been revealed and then released. And it really stinks of get it out before the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you can pre-order these for like $280. And they made a big deal on the announcement stream about these, and this is another rant from Monday Night Magic, I apologize. They made a big deal out of this. This is only available at local game stores, but you can buy it online from the big online retailers of Magic, the same as you can every other set.
Yeah.
So them saying it's only available at local game stores or all the other places where you can buy boxes normally, it doesn't mean anything. Like,
Yeah, that just yeah, they're not sending these to Walmart or Target, but you know,
yeah,
so
but they don't send those to Walmart or Target anyway. Booster
Yeah.
boxes.
Mhm.
Although apparently you can buy booster boxes on Walmart.com because Walmart has this marketplace sort of thing like Amazon where third parties can sell stuff there.
hmm
But you can't go to Walmart and buy a booster box. You never have. Like, that's not a thing. So saying that these aren't available in big box stores and repeating it several times doesn't mean anything because none of them are.
That's like saying you can't bring home a wheel of cheese from your local bowling alley.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just get a wheel of
unless
our
you live next
cheese.
to a good bowling alley.
Well,
Well, you
I don't
can't
know
just
where
get a wheel of our cheese at a bowling alley. Don't be ridiculous. Well, you can't get a wheel of anyone's cheese from the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Shut up.
thank you.
That doesn't
I
mean
appreciate
anything. So, yeah, I don't like a lot of things about this, but the price isn't one of them. They can charge whatever they want. I'm not going to buy it anyway, so I don't care how expensive it is. It's like the Guilds of Ravnica Mythic Edition. It's a whale product. People with lots of money to spend and want to buy that are going to buy it no matter how much it is. So, whatever. But I just don't like the way that they're doing it, and it really feels like Hasbro is kicking it out the door early. But that might just be me.
Incidentally, the Guild of Ravnica Mythic Edition, that's how we first found out about the box toppers, right? They sent them out to people as kind of like, hey, sorry for the
Yeah.
Hasbro website burning down.
Yeah, these box toppers were first popping out the weekend before this announcement because people were getting them in the mail with a little, hey, sorry that you had trouble with Guilds of Ravnica Mythic Edition here. And it was a
Sorry,
little...
our website burned down. Here's some gold.
Yeah, and it was exactly, it was reparations.
Yeah.
And there was this crazy social media mystery hunt to finish filling because they all have, if we go back to one,
Numbers.
yeah, they all say they have the code UMA and their card number out of 40. And people were like, UMA, that's got to be Ultimate Masters. And I'm like, surely to God they're not doing this. Nope, they're doing it. So... Yeah, there were several lists as new people would open up their mail and be like, holy crap, and tweet it. Someone would track it down and add it to the list. Here are the cards we know are in the set. So
And that was neat.
that was really cool, yeah. Like as a viral marketing tool, because the entire internet was abuzz about it for like 3 days. And all Wizards had to do was send out some stuff.
Yeah. They just had to pay for postage.
So
You
that
okay,
was
Dark?
pretty cool. Yeah, Dark, you alright?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Just checking on it.
But anyway, so how about we stop talking about Ultimate Master, shall we?
Sure.
Because
Talking about what we really have any grasp on anyway. So
yeah. So hey, as always, I know I've I've been a little negative, but I'm sure the set will be cool. The box toppers are freaking sick.
Mm-hmm.
And a big thanks to Wizards for our hashtag free preview of Visions of Beyond. But to round out this episode, we've got another Mad Lib. So this is a special Mad Lib because this is from a listener, and not just any listener, but my second. Hang on, yeah, he's my second highest level assault on XCOM Enemy Within. He's a member of the Twitch chat army. I have my team on XCOM Enemy Within is named after people in chat and people that I play Overwatch with. My first assault is Steph, because Steph will run up into someone's face and shoot them in the face. She doesn't care if she dies. So Steph's character is my highest leveled character in XCOM. And Andrew is Magnor Criol is my second assault, who is not run up in your face and shoot you. He's more, sane. But yeah, he sent us this Mad Lib, at the end of October. And we haven't had a chance to use it yet. So now we're going to.
Nice.
So, that's the wrong thing to have open. Where is it? Here it is. So, hey dorks. Are you ready for a listener submitted Magic Mad Lib?
Yes, and I will
Yes,
try
sir.
not to answer all of them, since I don't usually get to do it. I'll try not to talk over these two too much.
Excellent.
Boomerang Bristlebrand. Wait, what?
Mike's turn.
But, oh god. So, I need to kick us off a legendary creature. Oh, who just fell off? Was that Mike?
I'm guessing Mike.
That's Mike.
He did say his connection was kind of bad.
A legendary creature, Mike disappearing from the battlefield.
I mean, that
I'm
might
gonna say
work.
Mike.
Mike is legendary, yes, but not a creature. He's technically a planeswalker.
Are we going to wait for him to come back?
As the old marketing used to say, you are a planeswalker. They were talking to Mike. I don't know if you knew that.
See, now I just kind of picture Woody talking to Buzz Lightyear. You are a planeswalker.
I could see that. Well, let's just go then.
Goreclaw, Terror of Wall Seasma. Or you can just call him Goreclaw. Because I'm not actually out to make Chewie's life harder while we're doing this. Gee.
But you're not trying to make.
Gee.
You're trying to get a little bit of like, this is what I have to deal with.
Is it bad that I don't remember what this guy did? Oh, okay, this is the bear thing.
He's a legendary bear.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Unlike Brian, though, I spelled it right on the first try before I looked it up, so...
Oh, good for you.
So there's that. I'm just saying.
Should we shoot Mike a text, or does he?
Oh yeah, let me do that real quick. So
Sure. We're not going anywhere.
we
Right,
might be.
Yeah.
We might just have to Mad Lib without Mike if his internet crapped out. Wouldn't that be sad? That would be
That
sad.
would be very sad. I mean, I'll do it, but
I'll be sad about it. What if the invasion happened? What if they touched down on his apartment building and they just the aliens? No?
I would hope that we would know about it. But
How? We're
that-
podcasting.
oh, wouldn't your phone make that little alert if it can do an Amber Alert? Which, don't get me wrong, Amber Alerts are very important. But you would think that if they could do an Amber Alert, if there was an alien invasion, your phone would go, meh.
Okay, I'm back.
Quick, was it aliens?
No.
Oh, see? Told you.
Okay, then. So, now I need a plane.
Dominario.
Well, that was too easy. Home row keys. All right, give me a job or a class.
Sous chef.
No,
Rogue.
on magic. Rogue. All right, give me a blue aura.
Rogue.
What?
I said rogue.
That is not a blue aura.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Curiosity.
Well,
I couldn't think of the name of the one I wanted to say.
Well, what's it do?
It's that one where it's from Theros and the creature's unblockable, and when it attacks, you scry one.
I have no idea what that's called.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, well, curiosity then. All right, give me another creature, job, or class.
Bird.
That is not a job or a class.
cleric. Cleric.
Cleric. All right. How about a zone?
Mike Zone.
Wait, what? Did you both say Mike Zone?
We did.
They
We're
did.
Oh
horrible.
my god.
We need to straighten up.
Library.
We need to straighten up.
Library.
Listeners, this is all your fault.
Library.
Okay, library. Lord have mercy. How
Mike's
about
library.
Mike's library? How about an instant?
Invoke the divine.
Okay then. Give me another zone.
Brian's library.
Hand.
Hand. All right. Give me an artifact.
Throne of Bone. We haven't used that one in a while. So.
Baby. All right. Give me a keyword action. What does that mean?
Is that like
Bird.
bird? What?
Sorry, I'll
No,
be serious. now.
isn't that like sweep?
No, it's like a surveil.
Okay, what he said.
It's a word that means a very, very specific thing,
Oh, okay.
and it's used as like the word itself is used as an instruction, like scry, surveil, explore.
Gotcha. All right. Give me a number of an episode of the Mana Pool.
1.
Okay. Give me a creature or artifact. Whoa. That's oddly general.
Bronze horse.
That's
Bronze
both.
Okay, give me... Oh, God. This actually says step or phase of Mike's turn.
Good job. Good job.
Upkeep.
Upkeep. I'm pretty sure a step or phase of Mike's turn would be self-mill. All right.
Takes damage.
Give me another number of an episode of the Mana Pool.
153.
153. So that was 14. Where's 15? All right. Give me, and this is one that I was confused about earlier, a status of a permanent.
Tapped.
Yep.
Gotcha. Give me an artifact.
Ooh,
Helm of the Host.
Ha! Sorry, Brian, you were too slow.
That's all right.
Give me a
He's gonna take
sorcery.
Obliterate.
Obliterate. I hope that's a sorcery.
Yes.
Give me, good lord, another number of an episode of the Mana Pool.
512.
That is, in fact, a number that we have done. Recently, it turns out. All right, give me another keyword action.
Clash with an opponent.
Nice. Give me a scheme.
My laughter echoes.
That is a good one. Give me a green sorcery.
Grow from the ashes.
What?
Grow
Grow
from the ashes. What's that do?
With Kicker 2, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. If this spell was kicked, instead search your library for 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. It's for 2 and a green.
Huh.
Yeah, it's from Dominaria.
Oh, okay. New card. Gotcha. All right. Give me another status of a permanent.
Face down.
Oh. Okay, I think I
It
heard
literally
phased
starts-
We
first.
literally said that at the same time.
Is phased a status of a permanent?
It is now.
Phased out. Yeah.
Phased out.
Yeah.
Phased out.
Okay. Okay, give me nope. Give me nope. Hang on, this is repeated a couple times. Here we go. Give me Wait.
He's reading to see what
He's
thing
he's
it's
got a
supposed to say.
number here that doesn't have a
It doesn't have a corresponding.
it doesn't have a thing. It just says 23 and the rest of them say, 23 period thing.
Yeah.
So this okay, wait, what would this be? Hang on, I can do this. Okay, give me a type of permanent.
Artifact.
Artifact. Okay, give me 24 a rare or mythic sorcery. Whoa. That's oddly specific.
Clarion Ultimatum.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. Give me another status of a permanent.
Face down. That's what I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah. All right, only a couple more. A blue instant.
rescue.
Ooh, that's good. And a mechanic. And don't say Len down at the shop.
Bloodlust. What's not blood?
Bloodthirst.
Bloodthirst. Thank you.
Bloodthirst. Okay.
Close. I'm thirsty when I'm lusty. So.
Oh man. Actually, that is what that means. Yeah. These days. These kids today. Okay. By the way, while we're on these kids today, what the hell does big mood mean?
I have no idea.
Okay. I'm old. Got it.
I guess I'm pretty sure it's analogous to much feels or some crap like that. I don't know.
I don't know. So. And Brian dropped a penny arcade joke in the chat that I can't repeat because there's no swearing on Monday Night Magic or the Mana Pool.
Why
So,
it's in the chat.
let's go. Now, Mike actually called it last week because Mike sucks.
Oh.
For anyone that plays Heroes of the Storm, whenever a new hero is released, they do a video that is called. What are those called?
Hero Spotlight.
Hero Spotlight. Yeah. So, if you've ever played Heroes of the Storm or watched a Hero Spotlight, this will be awesome. And if you haven't, you should, because if you've ever played a Blizzard game of any sort, watching how they translate those characters into Heroes of the Storm, which is a MOBA, is fascinating. Like, I play Overwatch and Hearthstone before I got into Heroes, and watching them turn these characters that I know into MOBA characters is really cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, this was the hook for me. I showed you guys the trailer for Heroes before I was even in the beta, and the trailer was like Diablo facing off with Nova and Tyrael and Kerrigan and some others, and I'm just like, sweet. I love Smash Brothers, so
yeah, exactly. So with that, this is a Hero Spotlight. I really wish I could do the guy's voice.
He's got a good voice.
He does have a good voice. What's his name? Is it Kevin?
I don't know. Maybe.
I can't think of his
I just
name.
know the voice.
But anyway, so announcing Goreclaw, Terror of Kalsisma, the Nexus's newest champion. Goreclaw is a hero from Dominaria. As an avid rogue... Wait, hang on. As an avid rogue, Goreclaw has dedicated his life to the pursuit of curiosity. Gameplay. Goreclaw is a burst cleric. What? Goreclaw is a burst cleric who excels at preparing the library before a fight.
Yeah, he does.
Isn't that against the rules?
Goreclaw's only clericing ability, Invoke the Divine, has a high clericing over time output. And the unique ability to be used on the hand to allow allies to cleric at their leisure.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure someone's in trouble for that.
Now I'm just saying.
Clericing on the hand, huh?
Yeah, you can cleric
So
on
you
the
can
hand.
go off and cleric on your own.
And it's got clericing over time output. High clericing over time output. All right, abilities. His first ability is Throne of Bone.
Good lord.
It costs,
Oh yeah, he does.
It costs
Especially if he's clericing on the hand.
It costs 20 mana and has a 3-second cooldown because he's, young and virile. All right, so you throw a Throne of Bone on the ground that surveils the first allied hero that comes in contact with it for 1 second. You're limited to 5 active Thrones of Bone. His second ability is Bronze Horse, which costs 40 mana, has a cooldown of 14 seconds. Release the Bronze Horse! Alright, Bronze Horse. Release the Bronze Horse! After 0.5 upkeeps, it explodes, dealing 153 damage to all enemies in an area and tapping them.
Okay.
Shouldn't that be the Throne of Bone? Anyway. All right.
Hey, if a metallic horse blew itself up next to you, you'd be tapped too.
His third ability. Oh, God. His third ability is Helm of the Host of Obliterate. That costs 40 mana and has a cooldown of 16 seconds. You unfurl an enchanted Helm of the Host, forming a triangle that does 512 damage to enemies inside and clashing them. Which is pretty good. All right, his first heroic is My Laughter Echoes, which costs 60 mana and has a 70-second cooldown. After 1 second, grow from the ashes for 3 seconds. So you... Let me... Oh, this goes on. Excuse me. After 1 second, grow from the ashes for 3 seconds, phasing out enemy artifacts in front of Goreclaw.
All right.
Enemies can only be phased out once per cast, and a phased out affects in a phasing effect ends instantly if they take damage.
That would be kind of difficult if they're phased out, yeah.
Look, you don't play this game. Shut up.
It's just there for rules clarification, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Judge.
That's his second heroic is Clarion Ultimatum NATO, which costs 40 mana and has a 40-second cooldown. After 1 second, create a swirling Clarion Ultimatum tornado that travels in the targeted direction, continually face-downing enemies that come into contact with it. As you can see, Goreclaw is an exciting new hero that brings a lot of exciting new rescue to Heroes of the Bloodthirst. Get out there and try him out today, and we'll see you in the Nexus.
Now I really want Goreclaw to be in Heroes of the Storm, especially as a cleric.
Yeah, no, he's a rogue. He just causes clericing.
He just causes cleric. He's a burst cleric.
Yeah, he's a burst cleric. Yeah,
and he can let you cleric yourself. Apparently, he can cast it on the hand. It sounds, like it should. That sounds like.
I'm pretty sure that's what the Lornado that Deckard Cain actually does. It face downs enemies that come into contact with it. At least that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
You can tell this was based on Deckard Cain.
The Hero Spotlight. Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is totally Potion, Herodric Cube, Scroll of Sealing, Stay a While and Listen, and Lornado.
Yeah.
But he did a really good job of finding holes for the for the magic cards.
Yeah.
I do like that the Throne of Bones surveils allied heroes that come in contact with it.
For 1 second.
For 1 second.
But you can have up to 5.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. It's weird. All of the numbers you guys picked actually kind of make sense in Heroes of the Storm. Surveilling someone for 1 second.
Or dealing
153 damage with one ability or 512 damage with the other. Yeah, that makes sense. So there you go. That was good. Thank you very much, Magnor. I enjoyed that thoroughly. So, Heroes of the Bloodthirst. I think that's a game on Steam. All right then. So, shall we wrap this episode up, gentlemen?
Yeah. If Dark doesn't mind, I'm gonna do my final thought real quickly because somewhere along the line, I've been fighting a cold off and on, and my throat's starting to go a little bit, and I was laughing too much at some of those lines. So, yeah. See, I'm just
no dying. First rule.
I'm gonna go and say just good night. Hope everybody's doing well. I've been enjoying Arena a little more. I do feel like they're they're working on it, refining it, getting it better. And I gotta say, if you are ever on YouTube, two channels I'm really enjoying right now, which most people are probably familiar with, but what they're doing with their playthroughs, Pro Jared is playing through Super Mario RPG, although he keeps taking breaks to cover other games. I'm like, just finish Super Mario RPG, but
Right?
it's still good. And then Super Beard Brothers just started going through Earthbound. I'm like, yes. So go check those out if you have a second.
After you've watched my videos, that is.
After you've watched the Chewies video. And make sure that hopefully you have seen or watched the live stream, because charities are good. And that's an overgeneralization, but for the people that need them and for the ones that really do good work, it's it's something that's really important. So all right, I'm heading out while I can still talk, or not. Bye.
Naibe. He just fell apart there at the end, didn't he?
Well, for my final thoughts, one of them, since he mentioned Super Beard Brothers, was I've just for whatever reason got in to start watching the Completionists, and every time I see the one guy, I just go, God, it's like Mike. It looks just like Mike. So I've keep getting a good laugh out of seeing Mike playing games. Trying to think if there's anything else. I've gotten into playing Fallout 4, made my way, and I've apparently played the game enough that I've moved into some areas that I'm really high leveled for where I am. And so I've just been able to just sort of plow through a good part of the game, at least the introductory area. I've gone away from doing the actual like main quest line, and I just do sort of the extra quests. And so I've been having fun just going through and exploring and doing all the side quests and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Ignoring the main quest and doing side quests? What are you? Everyone who's ever played a game like that?
Well, it's
you monster.
It's one of those ones where if you're going to go into the Boston area, you really just cannot just say, okay, well, I was going to do this. So I've actually moved. I'm almost over to the coast, like Cold Harbor, that area. And the thing is that this always confused me is there's parts where when you're doing the Brotherhood of Steel side quest and it says, go do this, go find this technology, go kill these things. If the target is off the map, does that mean go to Cold Harbor? Because literally it says, here, go to this place, and I literally cannot get to it.
Yeah, got me, man.
I mean, all I can assume is that means I need to do one of the expansion, one of the DLCs, and see if I can find the spot somewhere else. But like I said, there's some place where it says it's off the map. I literally cannot find the actual spot on the map.
Now I know that in Fallout 3, you would occasionally see things that were nothing until the DLC, and suddenly now there's a boat there to take you off to an island where there's the other DLC.
Yeah, but the quest that says, here, go do this thing.
But yeah, the fact that you found
need to
a
go
quest.
to this location so you can go to that spot. But this one, it's, there's quest where it says, yeah, go find it, and you go look on the map, and the map says, it's over here, and then you look to where it is, and then it's not on the main map. It points to a location that's off the map. And so I just don't know if that means that it's like you need to go over to Cold Harbor and see if you can do it, because that's the only thing I can think. Because that's the only place where you would go off the map, because he has to load you into a completely different location. But that seems kind of silly to say, well, you can't walk there, you have to take a boat to get to there. But Anyway, that's just one of those things that has sort of perplexed me and everything. But aside from that, you know, I mean, I'm really am sort of itching for us to get another get together and everything and play. That's I'd asked him if December, if everyone had a slot open for December, and there's conflicts and everything because of it being the holiday season, so we'll have to see about doing it next year. Because I highly doubt any of us are going to be available this month. It doesn't sound like next month's going to be good either.
I mean, I'm always available, but everyone else has trips and family and lives and crap.
Mm-hmm.
Nerds. Wait, no, the other thing. I'm the nerd. Never mind. Not nerds.
Yeah. All right, and with that, I'm going to head on to bed.
Word.
So
Well,
you all have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, apparently they've added, if not friends, I don't know, but I know they've added a direct challenge feature to Arena.
Mm-hmm.
The Discord server told me just a few minutes ago that they finally added a sort by set.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Finally listened to you.
About freaking time. It's not like there's any reason to have in a game with, 8 different magic sets, a reason to filter by set. Bunch of freaking morons. That doesn't need to be in the beta. Let's figure out more ways to squeeze money out of people. Sorry, I'm not bitter at all. Technically, they are still in beta, but you think that would be some crap they fix first. But whatever.
Well, at least now people can really tell we weren't paid anything to go along with that preview card.
Yeah, right? Now, to be fair, I haven't touched Magic Arena since the first week of the open beta. I opened it up to get my, hey, you were in the closed beta, masterpiece cards.
Yeah.
And then I closed it again and haven't touched it. Because at this point, I honestly don't care. I want it to be good, and I hope that they make it good, but I've already got 2 other digital card games that do it better. And while they're not Magic, Eternal is damn near Magic, and it's still super generous. And apparently now that it's in open beta, Magic Arena has gotten super stingy. So, yeah, they had a chance to hook me, but then I started playing Arena, which is better on every conceivable axis other than being Magic. So,
Eternal.
Do what?
Eternal. You said Arena.
Sorry, yes, Eternal. My bad. Also, Eternal came out of early access on Steam today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's cool. But anyway, if Magic Arena gets super much better, or they make some sort of crazy change to the economy or something, I'll probably trickle back in and then end up submerged and play it all the time. But the fact that it's not mobile is the real reason. 'Cause I do the vast majority of my playing of digital card games on my phone while I'm doing other stuff. Well, let's be real, pooping, or
Yeah.
or watching something that I don't have to pay attention to, or I don't know, driving, performing surgery. That's when I'm playing Hearthstone and Eternal. Do not play digital card games on your phone while driving or performing surgery. But anyway, how about you, Mike? What's your final thoughty thingy?
Final thought is a follow-up from last time. So remember when the people broke into my car, they also broke the charging cord and the USB connector adapter thing for my 10-year-old iPod. So I didn't know whether I was going to be able to find a replacement part for that. I went to visit Ashley over the weekend, and while I was there, she remembered, hey, I have a bag with some like old electronics and cords and stuff in my closet. Maybe there's something in there. And she did have an old iPod. What was it called? An iPod Mini. It wasn't Nano. It wasn't that small. I think it was an old iPod Mini or something. And the connector looked like it would fit, but it was like a couple millimeters too wide, and it didn't work. And I was like, damn. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Yeah, because when they come out with a new model, they have to come out with new proprietary nonsense to go with it. But when I got home, I remembered that I had my even older iPod stuffed in a bag somewhere in my apartment. And I went to go look for it, and I found it, and there it was. It was like the first model that had the click wheel instead of just buttons. It didn't have a color screen. It was like 20 gig capacity, and it still had the cord that went with it, and the connector looked like it might be the right size. So I got it, and I plugged it into my iPod. And did I say iPhone at any time during that story? I'm going to say iPod if I did. Anyway, and it clicked right in. It's like perfect. And I tried it out. I plugged it into my laptop to see if I could get it to sync with iTunes, and it worked. And the next day when I got in my car, I plugged it into my car to see if I could play it that way, and it worked. So yeah. I was able to find a replacement part for my incredibly old piece of electronics with a part from an incredibly older piece of electronics.
All right.
What a magical world we live in. You wouldn't be able to do that crap today. Because they change that port every single time now.
It seems like it.
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
So yes, I'm back in business. Like the cord I found for my even older iPod, it was so it had the connector for the iPod end, and then it had two cords coming out of it. It had a USB plug, and the other cord coming out of it was a FireWire plug.
Oh my
Nothing
god.
Nothing has supported FireWire in well over a decade. That's how.
Man, you
That's
remember
how old this crap was.
the PS2 had FireWire ports on it that I think one thing ever used?
Mm-hmm.
I know I never used them for anything. What is that? Oh, it's FireWire. What is that? It did nothing.
Yeah, you would see them on cameras and like other like storage stuff sometimes, but that was it. It didn't last very long.
And yet it's on PS2s forever.
Yep. So send us an email if you know more about what FireWire was actually used for back in the day, because I sure don't.
Yeah, or don't, and we'll just look it up.
I'm not going to remember to look that up.
You could do it literally right now.
I could. I was actually starting to literally do it right now.
Oh my god. So that leaves me, because I'm just going to stop Mike now.
Good call.
So, like I said, I did the charity stream last weekend. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Hopefully we raised lots of money for Take This. Hopefully I'm planning on figuring out how to dye my hair blue. That was the $2,500 mark, by the way, Mike. I know you don't know that because you haven't watched the video yet, but...
No, I haven't watched the video.
Man, we're going to have to do that after we're done. I'm quite proud of it. I put a lot, like hours and hours and hours of work into that damn video for it to be, isn't it? A little 6-minute announcement video for a charity stream. Probably too much work.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, I had an idea and I had to go with it. It was too late. It's too late, Mike. I already had the idea. You don't understand. I mean, what? So that's, yeah, that was good. Hopefully that was good. There's no catastrophic failure or something. Hopefully. I don't know. But yeah, that was on twitch.tv/themanapool, where you can see live recordings of Monday Night Magic and the Manapool, except for preview episodes, obviously. And you can see me, well, the other times I'm playing games. Yay. Like over the last few days. Is it bad that I don't even know what I did over the last few days? Because I do a lot, and I have no concept of the passage of time. Let's see. I played more XCOM, and I played more Messenger, and then, oh dear God, and then I played, I finished The Walking Dead finally, so that'll be depressing. And then after that I played some Dead Island, because I really needed to cheer myself up by beheading zombies and setting them on fire, and various other, lopping arms and limbs off. And then I played more XCOM. XCOM Enemy Within is a lot of fun because I've got the Twitch chat army, as I said earlier, where whenever I get a new character who levels up into something, I name them after somebody in chat. Oddly enough, the last one we had a character whose last name was Castro. So, hey Mike, do you know what we ended up naming her?
No.
Thomas Shiver. Chat's idea. It's like, you've got to name that person Thomas, right? I'm like, oh my God, we do! He thought that was cool.
Good.
I played Heroes of the Storm with him in Gothic a couple days ago, actually. Yesterday? Whenever that was. Isn't that weird? The answer is yes, by the way. That is weird. But anyway, but yeah, that's what's going on over on Twitch, at least as of this recording. I will probably play more Messenger. Surely the Messenger's got to be almost done by now, right? Good Lord. Like, the last stream was almost, what was probably about 2.5 hours of gameplay. Before that, it was a 4-hour stream, and before that, it was a 4-hour stream. Surely this platformer game has got to be close to done by now. Although I can't see an end in sight, but that doesn't mean anything. But all that's going up on youtube.com/themanapool as well, where I edit up the Messenger episodes and, you know, put them on YouTube. And also Heroic Blackrock Mountain. Yes, I went back to Heroic Blackrock Mountain, and I'm putting those up as we speak. Not literally as we speak. I did earlier today, but I fought the next 4 bosses, and 3 of those have gone up already. Possibly 4 by the time you're hearing this. That'll be something I stream soon, too, because I'm going to have to get more. Hey, Mike, you remember Heroic Blackrock Mountain?
Yeah.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
At points. Sometimes it's easy, other times it's mind-numbingly painful. But anyway. So yeah, that's what's going on those 2 places. Also, the video versions of Monday Night Magic and the Manapool go there, including this one. Even though we didn't stream it, I still recorded video as usual. So yay. But if you want to help support the Manapool, there's a new way to do it. We're now a partner on the Humble Bundle. So if you ever buy the Humble Bundles themselves, or just buy anything at the store, if you use our reference link, then we get some tiny percentage of what you spend. So, sure, why not? Go for it. It doesn't cost you any more, and it helps us out. So, the link is in the show notes and basically everywhere where I put stuff up now.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. But the most direct way, of course, is to sponsor us on Patreon at patreon.com/themanapool, where you can become a lifeguard. The uncommon lifeguards get Manapool episodes and YouTube videos early. The rare lifeguards get the early stuff and the access to the odds and ends, the uncensored and unfiltered nonsense, behind-the-scenes crap recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Manapool. And the mythic lifeguards get the early stuff, the odds and ends, and the sponsorship shout-out on both podcasts and on all the YouTube videos on the end screen. You know, your name is up there with everybody else. Pretty awesome. And of course, each of those tiers gets the appropriately colored name in the Manapool Discord server, as do Twitch subscribers, and everyone else has a white name. So, you know, should totally join the Discord server. We've had a good influx of people joining here lately, including Thomas, oddly enough.
Good for him.
Yeah, well, I had him download Discord so he could actually talk to us while we played.
Oh, okay.
And then he joined the Discord server too, and he's popped in a couple times. It's very strange. I'm like, I know you. So yay, we have lots of good conversation going on in there about all kinds of games and everything else, and it's just a good group of people. So join us and continue being a good group of people. We're not like those other online communities where, you know, there are jerks, because I don't let the jerks in. Although we haven't had any yet, so hey, if you're a jerk, join so you can be the first one I kick. Yes. Don't do that. I don't want to kick anybody if I don't have to. Not that any jerks listen to this show, right, Mike?
Maybe not anymore.
Excellent. So, with that, all of that, I would like to thank our mythic lifeguards, Kim Ho, Andrew Hunt. Hey, that's Magnor. Al. Paul David. Lance Delicious. Team U. Hellas Are You. Connor Kennedy. John Morris. Jeff Spencer. Stuart Slaw. PJ McMullen. Bosco Brittain. Casey. Fayen Says. Danny Liao. Jason Doan. Cody Buckowing. Jake Jansons. Jason Kaus. Gothic Man. I played Heroes of the Storm with him. Brian DeLucci. Stark Maximum. And if we were live streaming, he'd say, hey, that's my name. Keith Moody, John Parker, Violet Moon. She's one of my snipers. Dan Holm, Bartle, Mike Millerburn, and the Beast Father, Aaron Goodwine. So thank you all so very much for your support. I literally couldn't do it without you. And with that, I guess we'll be done. Are we done, Mike? Sounds like we're done.
Yeah, covered.
Oh,
everything.
wait. No. We're supposed to mention Mike Okahara. You even replied to his email, Mike. Mike?
My audio cut out. What were you...
Lord.
What were you
I
saying?
said we forgot to mention Mike Okahara.
Oh, yes, we did. He's been running. He's been doing basically reruns of older posts on his Peculiar Flavor page, but he started adding new content recently. I think he called them the Spurious Card Awards.
Yeah, aka the Spurries.
Yes.
Celebrating the best and worst cards in dozens of definitely legitimate and not at all arbitrary categories. So go back to flavortext.lol to check those out. He's still mixing them up with the reruns of Peculiar Flavor. And if you remember the Peculiar Flavor Roundup on themanapool.com, or anything we've ever mentioned that Mike Okahara did, you'll know he's a funny guy. So you should totally check those out. Hashtag not an ad, just, you know, plugging our boy.
Yeah.
But hey, Mike, if you want to sponsor us to plug Peculiar Flavor, you know, we will. I'm just saying. You only get one free one. Anyway, we're going to go now. So, hope you guys enjoyed our preview episode and our super sick Magnor Criol written Mad Lib. Yeah. So thank you all so very much for listening, and go play some Magic.